Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. Today we've got a different reading. We've got I felt guided by Archangel Michael to bring through some messages on movement forwards in your life. So I've picked out 6 cards or shuffled, and these individual cards popped out. So this is going to be your 6 different groups. So we have group 1 here, which is the protection guardian. Group 2, which is the water guardian. Group 3, which is your father's sky. Group 4, which is summer. Group 5 is the peacekeeper, and group 6 is the heart guardian. So please use your intuition and pick which card that you feel most drawn to, and then we'll get started with your readings. Okay, group 1, so I've shuffled out your cards face down. So now let's have a look what messages Archangel Michael has for you. Okay, so I feel like it's time for you to manifest some change in your life. I feel like the message for you, in order to move forwards, is to really make some intentions to create movement forwards, okay? I really feel like there's a space being held for you at the moment in order for you to really move on in your life and step forward. I feel like you're being protected, okay? And I really feel like also I'm hearing that you need to make a space for yourself within your home. That's going to be like a real sacred space for you, a place where you can feel confident and comforted and supported by spirit, like a little altar in your home, or even just a safe place. If you don't want to make an altar, it could be just like somewhere like with little cushions up, somewhere where you can really just relax, okay? And a place where you can just get quiet, okay, away from the busyness of everything else in life, and family and children. If you have children, it gives you that opportunity to just take that time away to yourself, to really to contemplate and to really get out of the mind and get focus on what it is that you want for yourself. What do you want for yourself? Archangel Michael is saying, you know, it's time for you to create the life that you want for you, not for anybody else, but for yourself. You've had to protect yourself in the past, but it's now time for you to drop those shields. It's time for you to allow yourself to step out of the dark and into the light and really be who you are meant to be, because I feel like you are really strong. You're a very courageous person. You have a lot of passionate energy really deep within you, and you're ready to really take this step out, moving forwards in your life, okay? And I feel like what's been holding you back, and I'm hearing it like, what's holding you back, my dear child, that's the message from Archangel Michael, is your fears, okay? You're getting into that fear, like the thoughts around, can I really do this? Is this really for me? What are people going to think of me? Especially for some of you, I feel like this is about you stepping out into the spotlight. You know, this could be, getting on stage. This could be doing speeches. This could be asking you to step up in your career and run meetings or be a manager, or however that stepping up and being in the spotlight is in your life. This is what you are being called to do now, okay? And I know that you felt those stirrings, you felt that urge to really take that step forwards, okay? But again, we've got intend and create, and we've got make plans and focus. So it's time to really really get into that real warrior energy and just say, right, I've really going, what do I want moving forwards? How do I want to feel? And I want you to write it down and get specific And then I want you to write the steps out of what you're going to do to get yourself moving, to get yourself out of any situation as well that may be holding you back. But I definitely feel like more than anything, it's just your fears holding you back. It's like this programming in your mind, okay, and I'm feeling it right now in the solar plexus, okay. So I feel like in the past, you may have had people, like you may have not been able to be who you are. You may have felt like you couldn't be yourself because maybe you've had people around you who have not honored you, have not valued you, who have not understood you. So for you to be really stepping out and being confident and taking a chance for yourself, you know, that's really understandable that these fears would be under the surface, you know, because you're like, well, you know, I was never understood before. Like some of you may have even been bullied at school. You know, you may have tried to stand up for yourself before and then you've just been like put back down again. But, you know, you're not the person that you were in the past. You're somebody who's gained a lot of wisdom, okay? You're somebody who has a really good connection as well with spirit, with the universe, okay? Because I see the high priest here. So you are connected. And now that you know how it works, you know how the universe works, you've really got this power to make that change, to get into that warrior energy and go, this is for myself, you know. And I always say, no one's going to make that chance, that no one's going to take that chance for you. You have to take that chance for yourself. So, you know, to move on and move away from any of the darkness and move into this light energy. And you can see what looks like leaves here. So it's almost like the leaves, the old leaves are falling off the tree and making way for new leaves for you to flourish, okay? Moving away from things in your life that no longer serve you, or what I'm hearing is particularly for you is the moving away from the old stories that you have going on in your mind, okay? Because that's really holding you back, okay? With this morality card, I always get the feeling with this, it's like, I get the sense that sometimes you might be feeling like you should be, it's almost like sometimes the story can be around morals. Like it could be like, I've learned that I shouldn't do this thing, but my heart's calling me to do this. Do you know what I mean? Like it's almost like you hit this, what society feels is right and what your heart's calling you to do. And there's almost like that conflict in energy there. Another thing is that I'm seeing a lot of the clouds around. So, you know, and I just feel like those thoughts are like those clouds and they sort of hold you back. They blindfold you from seeing yourself moving forward. So you know, Archangel Michael wants you to move away from that thoughts. And how do you do that? You do that by taking the steps, by getting clear, by writing your intentions, writing your goals, and making a plan and focusing on that plan. And you can see with this card, and I'm sorry guys, I didn't realize that was all so far up. Okay, you can see with this girl here, she's got her shield, she's got her sword. Now to me, she looks like she's ready. She's ready for anything. She's got her sword up there, okay? And she's like, right, anything that tries to get in my way, I'm going to cut it away. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm not saying that you need to physically cut anyone, but I'm just saying any distractions, any people, any naysayers, any thoughts, okay? It's time for them to go. And it's time to create that space moving forwards for yourself. Hold that space for yourself, okay? It's time for you to move forwards on your path. If you're feeling conflict as well, get more information. Ask your angels for more information. Ask the universe for more information. So Archangel Michael's saying, when you writing down your intentions and writing down what it is, what your plan is, if you're unsure of something, to really just say, okay, universe, like, how is this going to look for me? Or what is it I need to do here? Like, really start asking the questions, because I don't feel like you're asking enough questions. Okay, and we've got here, you're ready. So Archangel Michael's saying you definitely ready for this. Okay, you have been doing the work. You are ready to step forwards in your life. Take that step, start that planning. Okay, move away from those stories that you've been telling yourself. You don't need them anymore. They're not helping you anymore. It's time to let them go, because look at this, my beautiful people. You've got big happy changes coming in. This card is full of light. She's open arm, and she's like, you've got this healing energy, and so something big is coming. This, or even this shift, there's a big shift in your energy coming, but you need to stay focused, you know. And I'm really bad with the names of things, guys, but my daughter was watching Trolls, and there's a song in there called Get Back Up Again. I want you to listen to that song, because that is really empowering, and that's what I'm feeling with this energy of, like, don't allow the distractions, have your goal. Okay, and I can't remember the name of that girl, the troll girl in the song, but she had a goal, and she's not going to let anything get in her way. So watch that song. And that's what you need to do moving forwards. Now, what I'm going to do now is get a message, final message from the Archangel Michael Oracle cards, and see what last message that Archangel Michael has for you, okay? You can see that I've still got some nail polish on my nails that I haven't taken off. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Look what we've got here. So we have go forward. I don't know if you can see that properly. Go forward fearlessly. Okay. And the prayer is, thank you for walking with me every step of the way, for holding my hand and giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my true life's purpose. Okay, so Archangel Michael is saying go forward. Don't be fearful, because you've got it. You are connected, okay, and you are being guided right now, and I don't feel like you could do anything wrong, really. I really feel like you know what it is. Just remember, like, really put those intentions and start making those steps, and because you're moving towards your true life purpose, and you are definitely being guided. So move forward fearlessly, group 1. I wish you all the best. Please let me know in comments if that resonated for you. If you feel like it, give me a thumbs up, and I wish you all the best moving forwards. Thank you very much. Okay, so for those of you who picked the Water Guardian, these are your cards. So I'm just going to flip them over, and let's have a look what messages Archangel Michael has for you. Okay, so these are your cards. The message that I'm getting here from Archangel Michael about your moving forwards is that, firstly, I feel like you need to look after yourself. I feel like you need to make sure that you're eating really healthy food, and that you're drinking a lot of water, and that you're getting outside in nature. I'm also getting the message that you need to drink the sunlight. You need to, like, bask in the sunlight to really help you grow, because I feel like you've been inside a little bit too much, and you haven't been really connecting with the sun, and the sun's really important for you, for your energy, to charge your energy, and for your heart. It's also really good for you to get on the earth as well, because it's just going to help you being grounded as well, which is going to help you in moving forwards. It's also going to help you to get in connection with your heart, and be able to really express yourself, and be able to express yourself not only with you, how you how it is that you feel and what it is that you want moving forwards, but also what it is that you need and want from others, because we're all at service, but we're all at service to one another, but first and foremost we're at service for ourselves. So and the service to yourself is keeping yourself, your cup filled, by keeping connected with the earth and the sun and the elements, and to be eating a good healthy diet, to be drinking a lot of fresh, beautiful water. So that's the first message I'm getting for you. This is going to help too with your crown chakra, because I feel like there's messages from your soul, from your spiritual team, that want to come through. And then we've got here this crown chakra, so I feel like being connected with the earth is going to help you bring down insight and direction about what it is that you need moving forwards. Okay, we've got here the drama and journey, so I feel like with that, I feel like it's time for you to really discover what it is that makes you feel really good, that makes you feel content, and what it is that you want to do moving forwards in your life. What is it that you want to move towards? What is it that fills your cup? What is it that makes you feel really good? Okay, because this will move you towards a lot of contentment in your life. Okay, and with the water guarding, which I didn't notice, is connect with your emotions. So as I was saying before, being grounded and being connected with the earth and nurturing yourself is going to allow you to connect with your emotions, because I feel like also your emotions are trying to tell you that's where your messages are coming through from Spirit and from Archangel Michael, who's wanting to show you what needs to be cleared. Because I feel like here with this hunter, this track down your fears and your desires, and be fearless and stand strong, I feel like with that it's almost like the message is about what it is that you need to clear in order for you to make that movement forwards. I also feel like there's a lot of masculine energy here. We've got 3 men here, so I feel like you need to put in a bit of more masculine energy, a little bit more direction, a little bit more of that warrior energy, a little bit more fire. I'm hearing you need some more fire. I'm not seeing fire here, but I'm seeing that in my mind. Like, you need to connect with that fiery energy, and that's probably why the sun is going to be really helpful, because the sun is that sort of, it's that energy, that sun energy is the masculine energy. So I just feel like you need to incorporate that masculine energy with your feminine energy, so that you can move forwards, and so you can really connect with what it is that that you feel is right for you as well. Because, and also with the drum and journey, it's about really getting quiet as well, and getting into imagination, and saying to yourself, like, how would I like to see myself? How would I like to be living? Okay, and not focusing on anything else around you, but just focusing on your deep feelings. Okay, your deep desires. Okay, and then seeing what comes up in regards to, like, once you've discovered, okay, this is what I feel would be really good for me, and for some reason it's popping up. I'm just going to say it. I'm seeing like somebody who wants to create a community, who's very environmental, like an environmentalist, who wants to have like an organic farm or something to that degree. I'm being shown that for somebody. It's a particular message for someone that's watching. So perhaps that's part of something that you've been dreaming about or desiring, but perhaps your fears have been holding you back, and maybe you're procrastinating about it, or maybe you've been putting obstacles on your path that are that's sort of distracting you and keeping you from your goal. Okay, so be really fearless. Just stay strong with what it is that you want, and allow that to come through. We have the sage here, okay, and the sage is be devoted and committed. You can also see with this feather here, it's all about standing up for yourself and being who you are and standing in the limelight. But I feel like there's a sense of wisdom with this card. So you are really wise, and you are really strong. So take that, move that with you, get into that. Don't be afraid. Okay, saying don't be afraid of the masculine energy. I feel like you may have some wounding around the masculine energy, or be a little bit afraid, and this might come from a past life, I'm hearing, where you may have been in a position of control, okay, and you may have been trying to you may have been too forceful, and you may have done things that you would consider in this lifetime to be very, much in the ego, and not good to the people around you. So I feel like that's beneath the surface as well, from your past life. So, and that's time for you to clear that as well. So I want you to, that connecting with your emotions, you don't have to know where it comes from, but just allowing yourself to go, okay, I'm feeling this, or what is this about, and why am I procrastinating, or why am I feeling fearful about this movement forwards? And then whatever comes up, just going, okay, I'm going to feel that energy, and then I'm going to release that. Thank you for showing me that. And then you've got that, you've shone light on what it is that you want to transform, if you know what I mean. I hope that I've translated that okay for you. But I definitely feel like that. And with a lot of the blue here, I'm getting the sense that this is in regards to, really finding your truth, and finding who you are, and being strong, and yeah, it's okay for you to bring in it. Remember, we all have masculine and feminine energies, and ideally we want those energies to be balanced within us. Okay, we don't want to be all in our masculine, we don't want to be all in our feminine. We want to balance them and integrate them into us, and that allows us to move forwards. Okay, and it's okay, sometimes we do sway, okay, we do tend to sway, but it's about you recognizing this and coming back into alignment. Okay, so be devoted and committed to yourself, and keep bringing yourself into alignment, keep nurturing yourself so that you can move forwards here. Okay, a meditation. So get quiet, start meditating more regularly, because this is going to keep you in alignment as well. And if you've been considering a certain direction and have not been sure about it, then the Archangel Michael's saying there's something better. But I feel like on a whole, I feel like that message of something better is Archangel Michael's telling you that there's better for you. Okay, you're playing your game way too small at the moment. If you want to make that farm, take the steps to do it. Get devoted to that, because you have the ability to do this. Okay, you can. And so whatever it is that you might not be the farm, I'm just using that example, but whatever it is that you want to move forwards to, then you're playing small at the moment. You need to play a bigger game, and to play the bigger game, you need to move past your fears, move past the unconscious, that's holding you back, that's putting obstacles in your way. So you really want to make a road ahead of you. And I'm also hearing a way you could do that is with this Drummond journey, you could also imagine your road ahead to be clear. And I'm also hearing to ask that to release any emotions or any fears that are connected with a past life to be released, and then just really take notice of the feelings and thoughts that really you don't recognize from this lifetime, from experiences that you've had this lifetime. If you're like feeling something like, oh, I don't really connect with this, like, why? It's because it's from the past life. It's just okay, I recognize that. Now you know where that that's come from a past life, so now you know you can move forward, you can move beyond that. Okay, And within the next few weeks, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity here for you to really step forward. I also feel like within the next few weeks, there's a real opportunity for you to connect with your community, to connect with people that are like-minded, people who also, I'm hearing for some of you, it's about connecting with people that are united as energetically to you, people who have the same similar visions to you, who are going to encourage you moving forwards, and you're going to be able to encourage them moving forwards as well. So that's the messages I have there. Lastly, I'm going to get a message from the Archangel Michael Oracle deck. Okay, and just see what Archangel Michael's last message is. Okay, it's that one. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams. Okay, so with this, your dreams could be showing you messages. Okay, it says, thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and helping me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you to my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand and say what situation or what it is that you're wanting to know about, okay, on a spiritual level, and give me guidance. So ask Archangel Michael to help you in your dreams, okay, because, or even if you're wanting to find that direction, or you're wanting more information about something, or you're wanting to heal from these past life wounds, to really ask Archangel Michael to come into your dreams to help you with that. And your dreams are bringing through messages for you, okay. Ask to remember your dreams as well, I'm hearing, and remember to write them down once you've woken up. Again, he's really reiterating the message of spending more time outdoors. Thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me to relax and enjoy connecting with nature. It's really important for you. And so again, that's the message he really wants you to understand, because it's really integral in your healing and in your movement forwards. So I hope that resonated for you, for all of those that picked the Water Guardian, and I wish you all the best in your movement forwards. Thank you. Hello to all of you who picked the Father Sky card. Let's have a look. I've just shoveled them all face down. I will turn them around and then we'll have a look at what messages Archangel Michael has for you. Okay, so it's a time for you to be brave, okay? I'm seeing here that with the Father Sky card, it says trust in the unknown. So there's elements unknown in your journey at the moment. And the Knight is brave. It's like be brave and honest. So it's time to just have the courage and be brave and trust in what's not clear to you at the moment, okay? Because I feel like you've been feeling like giving up hope because you're just not seeing things happen that you've been wanting to happen, or you're not getting the clarity that you're wanting for yourself. And I feel like you have some impatience as well. It's like, when is this going to start for me? Like, when is something coming in for me? When's an opportunity gonna drop in? Because I feel like you're just like you've been working so hard and you just feel like you're sort of running around in a circle or in a hamster cage, okay? And you're not seeing the fruits of what you're working on, okay? I'm also seeing here that, you know, with the snake, that you're shedding old skin. So Archangel Michael saying that you are transforming at the moment, okay? You're shedding skins, you're releasing the old, and you're coming into a new journey. And he's saying that this takes time. It takes a process, okay? It's things don't just happen straight away. It always takes process. It's just like the butterfly, okay? He's saying the butterfly doesn't just spread its wings straight away. You know, it has a process of being the caterpillar, of being, you know, in the cocoon, and then it has the process even before it comes out and flies, that it actually has to allow its wings to be ready for the taking flight. So, you know, there's no skipping this process, and this process can be, you know, feel, you know, really helpless at times, because you want to feel better. You know, you can see the light ahead of you, and you can see the path ahead of you, but the journey just seems really tough. But Archangel Michael's saying that it is a process, and just to take your time with yourself and allow your soul to evolve, okay? Your soul is showing you the way. Your soul is a very you're a very knowledgeable soul, a very wise soul. You're someone who's lived here for eons, I'm hearing. You have particularly come here with a great purpose, and you have particularly come here with great, not only ancestral knowledge, but also universal knowledge, okay? And this has come through from even other galaxies, I'm hearing. You are definitely I'm seeing you as like a soul traveler. Your soul travels a lot, okay? And so you're very expansive. You're a very expansive soul. So your soul is really strong, okay? And I know you're feeling this eagerness, but just trust. Connect with yourself and breathe, okay? Breathe. Archangel Michael's saying breathe, and imagining yourself grounding your light down through your physical body, okay? And breathing in and just saying, okay, I want to connect with my higher self, with my higher spirit, with my soul. And then just really aligning with that, aligning with yourself really fully, and because your soul's really guiding you, okay? You have the potential to have a really strong connection with your soul. We always have a connection with our soul, but sometimes we can get caught up on the everyday things in life, the everyday like struggles and life, you know, life in general, you know, and we can forget that we have this such strong guidance within us. And so, you know, this is like a calling upon now to be really to really trust the process, okay? And be honest with yourself as well, I'm hearing. So what can you do? You know, you're hearing the guidance, I'm hearing, but you're sort of going in the other direction. It's almost like sometimes you're getting caught up like in this, I just don't know where to go, and I just had enough, and I'm just getting tired. But you know, look at this rose here. There's this beautiful rose on this shoulder here, and on this side it hasn't quite opened. So on one side I feel like you're getting this guidance, you're getting this this wisdom and what to do, and this higher perspective. But on the other side, like, it's almost, I feel like sometimes you're just looking at what it is that's going on around you. So really disconnect from the outside world. And then I'm being drawn to this arrow card, and it says surround yourself with a protective energy. And that's what I feel like it's about. It's about putting that shield around yourself and shielding yourself from all of the chaos and all of the distractions around you, and being really laser point towards your true north, focusing on your goals and your movement forwards. And particularly for you, it's more about, because you are very intuitive, you're very connected, your soul is so strong. Like, I just feel like you have this deep inner knowing that for you it's more about keeping in alignment. It's more about breathing in and being still and connecting with your soul, because you hear the messages and you know what to do. So it's about you just staying focused, I'm hearing, okay? Yeah, oh my goodness, I didn't even notice this card, okay? This is listen. So it's about listening to yourself, right? And you know, what looks like she's wearing a purple crystal here, and that's about connecting with the, you know, with the cosmic energy and connecting with, you know, your guidance system, you know, and it's aligning yourself with that frequency, okay? And I'm seeing here dreams coming true. So, oh, and before I get to that, with the because I feel like you've been doing quite a lot to move forwards, and I feel like with the Shaolin Master that Archangel Michael's saying just to be graceful. It's like graceful movement forwards. It's like just just relax moving forwards, you know. And you know, I understand, he understands that, you know, there's this urgency, okay, in life, and you see everything going on around you, and you want to move through, and you want to move out of situations that you feel like you've outgrown. But it's just taking that graceful movement. The more, I feel like it's almost like he's trying to get you to see a different perspective, a different way of looking at it, rather than looking at it as hard, as struggle, as I've got to get here. Look at it as I'm getting here, I'm moving, I'm taking the steps. I allow myself to have this process. I allow myself to feel what I need to do next. I allow myself to process whatever is coming up for me. I allow myself to be honest with myself. Like, it's more like having compassion for yourself and allowing yourself to take that guided movement forwards in a more graceful way, rather than that, you know, I've got to get everything done now, because I feel like sometimes you get into that energy as well, like where you just got to get everything done, and you've got this sense of urgency about you, okay? So the situation will improve, okay? So whatever's going on at the moment, you will be coming out of it, okay? It's not going to last forever. Don't worry. It feels like it's lasting for a while, but it's not. You will be coming out of it soon, but it's where you've dived so deep, right? So deep into your soul, into your subconscious at the moment. And even in the subconscious, it can feel kind of overwhelming, right? And that could be why you want to get the urgency to move out into the light. You want to get to the surface. But Archangel Michael's saying this is such a great thing for you. You won't realize until you get out just how important this time was for you. You're going to see things at a level that not many other people get to see them. And whilst you're in it, it's really, really challenging and difficult, okay? But you're just going to have so much insight. Like, it's incredible, the amount of insight and the amount of healing for your soul that's going on is incredible. You're just going to evolve so much from this. So you can't see it now, but this really is for your highest good. So, you know, just say no to the distractions. And I really feel like here with the no, like I'm seeing you're here going, you know, please, like, I don't know what to do. And it's almost like, you know, that energy of I'm just on my knees now. Like, I'm just feeling like, when's it all going to happen? And then you can see the angel here with the trumpet, and it's just saying your time is coming. Like, don't give up and keep moving forwards, and we're here for you. Listen for us, we're here for you. Archangel Michael is here for you particularly, and is by your side. Please call on him to help you, and even to help you focusing on being more still, just to being more open, okay, and opening the heart, I'm hearing as well, and connecting also with what's the right word, please, Archangel Michael? The temples. I'm getting the temples, but I'm the light temples, thank you. The light temples, okay? So you can do this through a meditation. You might want to search for one, or you can do, I feel like you'd be able to do this yourself, I'm hearing, is that ask for Archangel Michael and his fellow angel team to take you to the Temple of Light to help you with your healing and to help you with the integration of the new energies that are coming through, because you have been getting new frequency codes coming through and DNA upgrades, I'm hearing. So yeah, so that will really help you just to really connect with the Temple of Light and get in there, and that way they can really work with you on a much deeper level and to help you get things moving a little bit more quickly as well, because he can see the urgency, he can see that what you're going through, he can see that you're really sort of trying here really hard. So you know, you have to take the step though. It's in your hands, okay? He wants to help you. Spirit wants to help you. Your higher self is guiding you. You need to trust and you need to allow the help, okay? Because opportunity is coming. Opportunity beckons. And you can see her eyes are really wide open and she's allowing all this abundance to flow in. And, you know, to me this looks like coins even. So you could be opening up to more financial gain as well, that's going to help support your life purpose, because as I said, I really feel like you have a very large life purpose, and this is going to help you moving forwards into that is financial gain, but there is groundwork that needs to be done. And then we've got here dreams coming true. So everything that you've been dreaming for, everything that you've been asking for, it is coming in, okay? Wow, that's a big message for you. I'm now going to get a last message from the Archangel Michael Oracle cards and just see what last message he has for you. So just bear with me while I get these cards. Alright, let's have a look. The last message that you have, Archangel Michael, for those who picked the Father Sky, please. Well, okay, he's got a few messages. Okay, right. There's a lot of messages here. First of all, we have ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. The prayer is, Archangel Michael, thank you for assisting me with this situation. Please help me be filled with faith and peace at all times. And then we have energy healing work. My prayer, thank you for sending healing energy to me and through me for my own blessings and for all those around me. Thank you for connecting me to loving and high integrity healers and teachers of energy healing modalities. And it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. Particularly with this energy healing work, where it says thank you for connecting me to loving and high integrity healers and teachers, that's a really good intention. If you feel like you need some help too, okay, just to get your frequency aligned, you can go and see a healer. All right, but remember to ask for a high integrity healer. It's all about intentions, and I always say I always ask for compassionate healers, because I've had experiences before where I've had a teacher that was a little more assertive in her teachings and in her healing, and while I'm sure that serves some people, for me, I prefer a much more compassionate way. But yeah, so I just felt like I needed to point that out. Also, I'm hearing from that as I said to you, that healing, you need to ask for that healing to take place and to really connect, like I said, in the Temple of Light. I also feel like I'm hearing for some of you, crystals are going to be really helpful. And some of you may even be working in the energy healing industry, and so I feel like that could be a particular message for you as well. For some of you, there's some things that you need to, there's situations or people that you need to move away from that aren't serving you anymore, so ask for the help in that, because Archangel Michael's really good at cutting away cords and also getting you on path, okay? Archangel Michael also works with a lot of light workers, so you could be a light worker as well, particularly with this big purpose, as I was saying, and ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. So again, it's that asking for support. He really wants to help you, okay? So you need, there's that free will that, you know, a lot of people talk about, and it really is, and even I do. Like, I forget to ask for help sometimes. I'm like, sometimes I get into my mind and into the light everyday life things, and I forget to even ask. So just really, you know, you deserve that support, you know, and they're here to help you. You're doing life-changing work. You're here making a change, making a difference. You are, you know, everybody here on earth is making change, is creative. And just think, you come here and you forget everything when you come here, and you've got to remember everything, and they understand this, okay? And they want to help you, they want to guide the way, they want you to reach your destiny and to reach happiness in your life. So that's the messages I have for you. I wish you all the best in moving forwards. Thank you. Okay, for those of you who picked the summer card, I've just shuffled all these face down. Now we'll have a look at what messages we have for you. So, okay. Okay, straight away I'm feeling like you're moving towards a change. You're moving on in a new direction, okay? And with spread your wings, I'm getting the sense here that you need to take a chance, and there's some effort that needs to be taken, because we've got dedicated effort, and I feel like this is in regards to you actually taking the steps, because I feel like this is about your will, your divine will. So you taking the steps that you're feeling guided to take. Even as I'm talking, I'm feeling a lot of hesitation here, and I just feel this doubt, okay? I feel like you're doubting some things, okay? But don't doubt. You need to let go and release the doubt, because you have got a lot of joy coming in. We've got the bask in joy and light. You're moving towards an energy of joy, and to be able to be in joy, you need to release things that are holding you back in the way of this doubt and the uncertainty and the hesitation, okay? And I'm also getting the sense here that you may be looking at things as hard work when they're not as hard as what it seems. I feel like it's sort of like your mind telling you that it's a way. Okay, thank you. Right. The way what he's saying is that it's a way of you procrastinating. All right. It's a way of you not stepping forward, is that you go, oh, it's going to be really hard work and I don't know if I can do it. It may not even be in the questions in that way, but it's almost like subconsciously you are creating a story around it being hard work, just so that you don't have to make the steps forward into what it is that you're wanting to do. Because but see, it's saying, you know, spread your wings, and you can see here with all this releasing energy, it's time to release this doubt. And you can see her releasing here, and also this could be downloads as well. So receiving the clear direction forwards and trusting, because you can see her on this path. And I don't know if you can see it very clearly. I'll move it down. You can see here that on this path here, it's just like this very sheer looking path forwards, and there's not much around at all. There's nothing really material that you can see around. So it's almost like you're taking this step forwards on this journey towards the unknown. And then we have love abounds. So I feel like as well that you could be moving towards a partnership, because we do have here a couple here. So you could be hesitating to opening your heart to love, or you could be moving towards love, or you could have met someone and your journey forwards is unknown, and you may be feeling like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, and painting that picture in your mind as well of, as I was saying, like unconsciously, so that you to sort of in that hesitation to open up and move forwards. I can also see here, like, you've got lots coming in. All right, so you've got growth and rewards, and improving health. So I feel like for some of you, you've been having some health issues. I'm seeing stomach issues, and I'm seeing some of you may be suffering from headaches. You could be having like shoulder issues or back issues, but it could be anything. I'm definitely feeling health. Some of it may even be I'm getting the message some of you may have had some mental health issues as well, but I feel like that's all settling, and I feel like that your health will be improving, so not to worry there. Just keep devoted and keep committed to your path moving forwards. And here with the protection guardian, drop your shields. The message here is that, you don't have to, you holding up too much armor, it stops you from allowing and receiving what is meant for you, what's this growth and rewards, this abundance that's there for you, this love that's there for you. Having this shield up stops it from coming in. So you really need to release this protective shield that you've got, because you're no longer your past, okay? You need to open up to the future and open up to this partnership, or open up to this venture, or this unknown journey forwards that you're being guided to, okay? It's going to take you some will, okay? It's going to take you some confidence. It's going to take you some drive forwards, okay? Some motivation, all right? So how you can do that is by making the plans, okay? Making the plans and saying yes to opportunity as well. If something comes up for you, or an idea that really feels good for you, even if you after you hear this or see this opportunity, you may feel like, oh, I don't know. Release that and say yes to the opportunity, because it's going to help you. And I also feel like once you just start making that step forwards, that you're actually going to see things coming in quite quickly. And I feel like for those of you who are meeting somebody, that's going to happen quite quickly as well, as soon as you take this path, okay? And I'm seeing it as, like, I'm also seeing two different roads. So for some of you, there could be two different decisions to make, and you may be feeling unsure about that as well. But just really follow your heart. And okay, yeah, right, so we've got reconsider here. So Archangel Michael's saying, just, there's something that you're thinking about, and because possibly what's going on for you is that one direction seems it feels familiar for you, it feels known for you, so but the other direction feels unknown, and that's why you're hesitating towards that direction. But really reconsider. Archangel Michael is saying that direction where everything's familiar, because your heart's calling you in the other direction. And look, for you guys watching this, you know what I'm talking about. You'll know the difference when there's something that you're doing just because it feels comfortable, and something that you're taking a direction from your heart. Okay, you know that feeling. Okay, and going into the familiar, yes, it's safe, and it feels like it feels, you feel comforted by that, you feel protected by that, but it's not going to give you those rewards that you're after. It's not going to give you that it's not going to give you that recognition that you're after. You're just going to feel like something's just not right for you. It's not going, you're not going to get into that joy and that light energy that you want to be in. Okay, so you need to reconsider that choice. And Archangel Michael's saying it's up to you. Whatever decision you make, it's not right or wrong. There's always other opportunities. There's always another path. There's always a way. But he's just saying just reconsider that, and really listen to your heart. And if it makes it easier, make some plans and focus on those plans, because I'm getting the message from Archangel Michael that plans can give the mind something to focus on. Because if you just go willy-nilly into something, it's like it gives space for the mind to start going, oh my goodness, where's my footing, and it's really ungrounded. But making plans is really grounded. Okay, it gets the mind focused, and you really need to get that mind focused onto what steps to take. So that's really going to help you moving forwards. Okay, and if this is about health, this might be about making changes for your health as well. Okay, take what resonates, because this is a general reading. But we've got the sage here, so being devoted and committed. Archangel Michael wants you to stay motivated, stay committed. Okay, to stay true to yourself. Okay. Now I'm just going to get a message now from Archangel Michael Oracle cards and see what other messages he has for you. And I want to say also that with the bee, okay, the bee, just a moment. Just watch too, guys, that you're not scattering your energy too much and trying to think of way too many things to do, because I just dropped my cards and they sort of went everywhere. So just be mindful of that. But back to the bee message. I feel like with the bees about working, they work in a community and they also work really hard. And I feel like that, with the dedicated effort that we see up here, that that the bee makes an effort. The bee's motivated to get the pollen in order to make the honey. So you need to dedicate yourself and make those plans for yourself and have that motivation, so that you can receive that joy and that honey in your life, that sweetness in your life, that sweet spot that you're really wanting, that you're really desiring in your life. Okay. Oh, you got 4 messages. Okay. So the first message that Archangel Michael has for you is, this is your life purpose. Okay, so it is you are moving towards your life purpose, and it is your life purpose that to move towards your goals, to move out of situations that that are not for you anymore, to really embark on a journey of being true to yourself. Okay, so it says, Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. So it's time for you to step into your life purpose, and Archangel Michael wants to guide you on your path. Okay, and I really feel like with that stepping out and spreading your wings, that I feel like you're being guided into your life purpose. And so if you need more information, ask Archangel Michael to help you with that. The next message you have is, your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. My prayer, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so that your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. Okay, so what's coming through for you right now? Okay, what messages are you hearing? Right, what's your soul trying to tell you? Okay, so remove that ego. Okay, get out of that mind, get out of the doubt, get out of the get out of the worry, and get into that space of devotion, like I was saying before, and focus, and allowing that what your soul's wanting to bring through to come through, and trust that guidance that's coming in for you. Okay. Oh my goodness, there's one dropped on the floor, guys. Okay, I'll leave that one for a minute. Write about your thoughts and feelings. Thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom so I clearly express myself and glean insight, blessings, and healings. Okay, so that's really going to be helpful for you moving forwards. Self-respect. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me to see myself as you see me, through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people. Okay, so have respect for yourself and allow yourself as well to open yourself to loving people in your life, okay? Because that's what's coming in for you, okay? And as I was saying, for some of you, there's a love coming in for you. And interesting, we've got this triangle here and we've got the triangle here, all right? So it might be a specific symbol for somebody. I also get the sense like a grounding, being grounded. Make sure you're being grounded, all right? Make sure you're drinking a lot of water too, I'm hearing. All right, innocence. This is the one that I just found, okay, on the floor. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping to see that all of your qualities of pure love and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me to embrace my God-given innocence so that I may be at peace. Okay, and you can see him looking at this little I think it's a little puppy dog, and he's admiring this puppy dog and he's gently holding it. And I want you to look at yourself that way. Look at yourself as an innocent soul. Look at yourself as somebody who is a pure, okay, just like the angels, and that you are this wonderful light being, not just innocent, but a really beautiful being, a strong being, okay, a powerful being who's able to create, who's able to step forward on their mission and is able to accomplish anything. Okay, so that's the messages I have for you from Archangel Michael. I wish you all the best on your movement forwards, and thank you for listening. Hello, for those of you who picked the Peacekeeper card, let's have a look at what messages that Archangel Michael has for you. Okay, so I just turned over your cards. Now let's have a look at your messages. So first of all, I'm being drawn to the spirit fox here. And it says, trust your talent in changing times. And Archangel Michael is actually guiding me to read this one from the book. So just a moment while I get the book. Okay, so the spirit fox, it says, stay alert as changes in the air. The spirit fox features my favorite animal of all time, the red fox, an amazing, resilient creature able to survive in urban environments or the freezing temperatures of the Arctic. Foxes know what it's like to be hunted. For centuries, they have been sought for their precious fur when all they want is to survive. So the spirit fox can help you overcome the energies of adversity and unfair treatment. Also, as an urban foxes hide in cities and go about their business in the darker hours, the fox offers the medicine of blending in. Okay, so the extended message here is the energies around you are changing at this time, and although it may not always be comfortable, you are equipped with all that you need to survive this shift. You are being presented with opportunities to reach spaces you've never encountered before, and this can make you feel on edge, but be open to the shifts occurring because they really are the answers to your prayers. The experience of being hunted or threatened is now behind you, and you are being invited to come out from the den and reveal your glory and talents. Call upon the Spirit Fox medicine to help you be seen for who you are and trust in your talents in order to be the best you can be in these changing times. Okay, so you need to trust yourself and you need to trust your talents, okay? Because you are very talented and you have something to bring to the world. You have something to teach others about. And so you need to trust the information that you have, that you need to trust the wisdom that you have. You need to trust the talents that you have. You don't need a a piece of paper saying that you are, you have graduated, that you can do this. No, you just need to trust yourself. You're bringing something different to the world, okay? So just be who you are and come out, as it said, come out of the den and shine your light, okay? Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize we've got Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Like I was saying, you've got some ancient wisdom, some cosmic energies, some, you've got insights to things that are that others may not be aware of, and you have come to bring that to light, to share that message with the world. So just trust that. You may be doing work that's different to what other people do in the industry that you're in. You may have a new approach to something in the industry you're in. There's trust that's meant to be, that's something you're meant to bring to the world, okay? I definitely feel like with this is like you being called to take a chance to step up for yourself, okay? Because, and this is very similar to another reading, in fact, similar cards. Track down your fears and desires. There's unconscious fears sitting under the surface in regards to stepping forwards, and I feel like these fears are in regards to, what are people going to think of me? What if I say something and they just like don't even want to listen to me, or that they don't understand me, and perhaps there's a core wounding there about you not feeling understood and feeling different to others. So if you can shine the light on that, then you can move forwards fearlessly, guys, okay? That's what I'm hearing from Archangel Michael. Because you don't want to be in this energy of feeling helpless and hopeless. It's not going to get you anywhere. And as I was saying in one of the other readings, because it was similar cards here, is that you have a path forwards for you. You have this light here. You're moving towards that light, and you're going to shine your light. But I know it can feel like I feel like at times you get worried, like you get overwhelmed with things, and then you're not sure how to step forwards or whether you should even bother, like. And I feel like that stepping out into the light and being who you truly are, and I feel like you worry about what other people think of you, this makes you feel hopeless, because you really are driven to do this, and you feel this in your gut to do this, okay? And I feel like the more that you do that, it just does not help you in any way. So it's moving out of that energy and moving towards your goal, taking a step and nurturing yourself as well, getting grounded as well, and being creative, I'm hearing, okay? Create. Even work with the elementals, or work with the nature spirits, I'm hearing. I feel like you could be really connected with nature in that way, and I feel like it's almost like it's inspiring for you when you get these messages from nature, or just from being in nature, you get those messages. Again, we've got sitting in nature again with arms wide open, and you've got the birds here, which is about peace and freedom. So I feel like, you know, Archangel Michael's saying you need to seek that peace, that freedom. Focus on the peace, focus on the freedom. Don't focus on the fears, okay? And you know, you getting grounded and you focusing and you nurturing yourself and loving yourself and seeing yourself for who you really are deep within, that you will find that peace, and you will bring out that hidden knowledge that you are here to share, okay? And I just really feel like it's all in you making that intention to get grounded and to bring that out, okay? Get into the space that's going to allow that to come out, okay? Now, oh, interesting. Okay, here we've got the letting go of panic, okay? I will not be overwhelmed by panic. Panic will take my mind off my goals. It's normal to feel panic, but I simply feel it and let it go. I can get back on track by treading water until I regain my composure. I relax and know that all is well. So all is well. Let go of that panic, that overwhelm, and because I feel like you do tend to get a little bit overwhelmed by things, and just really trust yourself. And I feel like, you know, I feel like when you connect in nature as well, that sort of releases that panic as well, okay? Now, I've got some angel cards here, and I feel like there's a specific message here. I feel like there's perhaps a direction that you've been thinking about going in, and I've got no, not the right time, and the right time is a year from now, okay? So if you've been asking questions or asking for guidance on a particular area or moving forwards, the answer is not at this time, but a year from now it will be. This could also be to do with moving, or this could be to do with like a career choice of some sort. It's a general reading, so it's really it's hard to get too specific. However, I feel like if you've been asking this question, then you'll know that that's for you. And then we've got listen to your intuition. Okay, so again, we've got that, you know, as I was saying before, listen to your heart, listen to yourself, and that's going to really help you in moving forwards. Now what I'm going to do is get another message from Archangel Michael from the Archangel Michael Oracle cards, and let's see what he wants to say before we end the reading. I'm also getting the sense here, this has just popped in, that for some of you, you are quite connected to like animals and things like that. Like, I feel like you may be a bit of a shaman or have shamanistic sort of qualities, and that you can really get messages from nature and from animals. Okay, so there's a few messages here for you. Let's start with the first one. Decide to be happy now. Thank you for helping me to open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all of my goodness in my life. Sense of humor. Thank you for helping me see the humor in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I am willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy. So looking at things from a different perspective. And self-respect. My dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up of my own behalf. Ask for your protection in all of my relationships so I may be surrounded with loving and kind people. So again, I guess there's that element of speaking up for yourself again, like being your truth, speaking your truth, being sharing a message, okay, and take light of what's going on, okay, especially if those fears are coming to the surface. Innocence. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see that all of your qualities of pure love and light are reflected within me and all others. Help me embrace my God-given innocence so that I may be at peace. And then lastly, focus on divine and perfect health. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. So I feel like with the overwhelm that you feel, and that at times like this may affect your health, or you may be going through some health challenges at the moment. So that's a message about staying focused on your... Sorry, my battery went flat, so it cut out, but we're coming back again. So I was talking about focusing on your well-being, and there was a message that I had coming through, so I'm just going to tune back in and bring through that message that Archangel Michael wanted to talk about in regards to focusing on your well-being. So just bear with me for a moment. I get the message that sometimes when you're in overwhelm or feeling overwhelmed or feel like things can be a bit too much, that it can sort of drain your energy field, and it can and then it affects your health. So I feel like the message from Archangel Michael here is about really keeping balance and moving with the flow of the universe, moving with the beat of a drum. A drum that's being, you move with the beat to the drum. You don't go outside of the beat, you move to the beat. So move to the beat of yourself, of what it is that you're capable of achieving, not trying to move beyond that and do too much all at once. I hope I'm translating this okay. But I just feel like it's almost like just keep yourself focused on what it is that you want to do, and focus on your desires, but don't overdo it. Don't put too much burden on yourself, too much responsibility on your shoulders as well. And look at yourself. Look at yourself as well as being somebody who has the capability to achieve your dreams without burning out, without depleting your energy, and I feel like this sort of overwhelm we're talking about does deplete your energy, okay? And to really trust yourself and be thankful to yourself, and don't be too hard on yourself. So that's the messages that I have for you. For those of you that chose the Peacekeeper card, thank you for listening, and I hope that resonates and helps you in moving forwards. Okay, so for those of you who chose the Heart Guardian, let's have a look at your messages from Archangel Michael. I'll just turn all these around. When I was shuffling your cards, I was getting the insight that you are a spiritual seeker. That just kept popping in my mind. Okay. I was seeing that you're a spiritual seeker, and it's interesting because we have the Hermit here and he's meditating. We have the Sage here, who is like a devoted spiritual seeker. And we have the Seer, who is able to see beyond the veils. And we have the Shaman. Okay, so you're definitely a spiritual seeker. You're somebody who is on the spiritual path, that's for sure. Well, I should say consciously on the spiritual path, because we are all on a spiritual path. But you're definitely on a conscious level of seeking journey. Okay, I can see that in the cards, and I could hear that. Also, we've got here a lot of love. So we've got share the love, strengthening bonds, and then we also got the Heart Guardian, which is love and let yourself be loved. And then we have the heart here. So what is the messages for you moving forwards? I definitely feel like there is a heart opening here for you. And you know, I can see here also that his hands are in the shape of a heart. You're opening your heart, and you're breaking free from heartbreak from the past, from deception of the past, or you know, any past energy that has shut down your heart, pretty much. Now you're coming into a new energy. You're moving into a new energy, a heart-centered energy, and you have burnt away the old, and you are now opening your heart to new, and you're bringing in new connections. I feel like with this card here, I'm seeing like people in the background. So I feel like there's people that you're spiritually connected with that you've had to do some healing from the past so that you could attract these people in, pretty much like your soul tribe, and they're definitely in the background, and I feel like you really are opening your heart to bringing these people in. And I feel like with the Hermit, I feel like it's about making sure that your energy is clear, making sure that I'm hearing intentions are clear, and also just to making sure your mind is clear so that you're able to stay in the heart center, okay? And you can see here both their eyes are closed. Close your eyes and breathe and feel the energy of peace around you. Feel that energy of harmony around you, okay? And stay devoted to this practice, okay? Just like, you know, the, you know, monks or spiritual, I don't know what you would call them, but people who are devoted to their spiritual path, that make those intentions to meditate every day or do yoga every day, okay? I just feel like there's some sort of level of discipline being asked for you here, just to keep that heart open, so that you can attract the right people to you as well, okay? I've also got the Seer, but I feel like with the Seer as well, she's got her eyes covered as well. Again, it's connecting inwardly, and you're going to use that in order to feel your way forwards, but also to see beneath the surface of things in your life, and to also, I'm getting the message here that you're going to like see these people before you meet them. So these specific people that are coming into your life, you're going to like, maybe you're getting visions of them, or maybe you feel like you can see them coming towards you. I would trust those because they are coming towards you. And so I feel like you're very intuitive. You could even be psychic, okay? And I feel like, but I definitely feel like you're very clairsentient. You could even be very clairvoyant as well, because you don't need your eyes to see. You can see beneath the surface, okay? You can see beyond. Again, he's got his eyes closed. But definitely meditation is going to be really helpful for you. It's going to clear, and it's just, as I said, I'm going to repeat this because I'm hearing it again, is getting that mind clear, getting yourself centered. Because it's really going to help you in moving forwards, okay? We've got here the trust in the higher forces, so you're being led as well, and just to trust that, because I'm seeing the time here, so I feel like time is a factor at the moment, and this is definitely the case for those who are attracting true love into their life. And even the other people that are part of your soul tribe that are coming in, there's just it's just a timing factor. Like, there's no such thing as time, but it's a matter of like it's getting into the right frequency in order to attract these people, or the people that you're wanting to attract, them being in the correct frequency. So it's not really about time, but it's about frequency, and everybody meeting each other at the right frequency, because frequency magnetize like to like. So for instance, if you're wanting to manifest your true life partner, your spiritual connection, twin flame, soulmate, whatever label that you like, when you're both at the same frequency, that is where you are magnetized towards one another, and that's the same with your soul tribe, okay? So that's the sort of timing I'm relating to, and I feel like that's the message here, because I feel like this union, or this union with others, is divinely guided. It's meant to happen, and I feel like you may be seeing them, as I said before. You may be seeing visions, but you may also be seeing them in your dreams, okay? And I feel like you really need to use this time to strengthen the bond with yourself, okay? And we've got here, which looks like she's alone, but I think she's holding, I just need to have a look. I can't see very well. She could be holding a flower. But to me, I take that as she's alone here. And we've got number 1. And she's walking down, in between these trees here. And there's no other person with her. There's only the trees. There's only nature. And there's the light in front of her. And I feel like it's about you really understanding who you are, really getting centered in within yourself, because I really get the sense here that Archangel Michael wants you to be in your own energy, doesn't want you to be affected by any other energy. And I feel like also what I'm hearing from Archangel Michael is that moving forwards as well, in the future, you may be working with people who are of like heavier energies, or you may be I'm definitely getting the sense of like working in areas with people with like lower vibrational energy. So your aura needs to be really strong. You really need to know your sense of self, so then you're not affected by anybody else around you, okay? This is just one of the messages I'm getting. So really strengthen that bond with yourself. also strengthening the bond with yourself so that you can really so you can attract the right people towards you as well. You know who you are. When you know who you are, other people can see who you are and therefore be drawn into you. And you know, as I say, I feel like you're moving away from you know, an ego-centered living to a very much a heart-centered living. You know, and we've got peaceful resolution, so I feel like you're moving into more peace. Peace is the attraction for you. Archangel Michael wants you to focus on peace. Peace is what is going to heal you. Do not focus on all of which is around you. Focus on the peace. Every time that you get taken off by drama or noise around you or whatever it may be, electronics, life itself, you know, come back to the heart, come back to peace, okay? And, you know, if you have to close your eyes and really breathe and just come back into center, calm back into center. That's what he keeps saying, calm back into center, okay? Calm back into center. It's up to you to do this, okay? It's up to you. That's what it says. It's up to you. Archangel Michael believes in you, knows that you can do this, and that you just need to take the step though. You are being led on a path of the path of this devoted and committed spiritual leader. I'm hearing as well. This might not be for everybody, but I'm hearing leader. And even if you're not an actual spiritual leader in that spiritual sense, but you may be a leader of some sort in your community, and people are going to feel your energy. They're going to feel this sense of peace, and you're going to be teaching them in a way, whether you're a specific teacher or whether you're just teaching the community just by how you are, and it inspires people to make that change in their life. Yeah, definitely, you're definitely very spiritual. But yeah, I want to talk about this love, this union. Definitely feel like this union coming in. Archangel Michael wants you to know that if you watching this have been wanting this true love, then it's, you know, it's coming in, it's moving into your life. Okay, I don't feel like it's that far away. Okay, but just remember, keep centered. Keep trust in the higher powers, trust that they're bringing this union in for you, and love yourself and let yourself be loved, okay? Really open that heart and get into that peace energy, and that's going to really bring you both together much more sooner, okay, rather than later. With the get more information card, I feel this is about, for some of you, I feel like you are trying to sort of find your way in a sense. I feel like you have an idea of what you're wanting moving forward, but I feel like I just feel like there's some things here that are unclear, and and I feel like Archangel Michael's just saying, get some more information on it if you don't feel that clear about it, or if you want to know more information about something, just to ask the universe to show you signs even, okay? Don't forget to ask for the signs. And I definitely feel like, you know, I'm seeing a lot of red as well. So remember, like red, we've got red here, we've got red here. So I feel like get in touch with what you're passionate about as well. And if you're unsure of, I don't feel like, I really, guys, I'm really getting the sense here. No, you know what it is. You're pretty in touch with yourself, okay? Yeah, I'm going to see if we've got any more messages here. I just want to, just going to get one more message out of this here. And then we'll go to the, oh, okay. So we've got success and growth and healing. So yeah, you've been through a healing and you're moving towards that success and that growth. This is really, really beautiful energy, guys. And I really feel like for you, the main message from Archangel Michael is really about just keeping centered, right? And just keeping that trust, keeping centered, keeping in that open-hearted energy. And you're definitely going to move towards that union that you're after. For those of you who are already in union, they're just attracting people that are, you know, your soul tribe, and just attracting that success in your life that you're after, okay? Now I'm just going to grab the Archangel Michael Oracle deck here and just get the last messages from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael works with a lot of light workers. We've got another one, quite a few here. Okay, so the first one we have here is, you created this situation and you have the power to change it. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to the divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. And then we have this heal card here, and I don't even think I talked about it much. Interesting. Perhaps some of you are sort of avoiding something, but that won't be for everyone. But you look here that he's breaking the chains, okay? Breaking the chains even to the past, breaking the chains from the heartbreak of the past as well, because again it's focused on the heart. This light here is at the heart, okay? So if you're in a situation at the moment that is challenging and you're trying to find a way through, if you can see in this picture, it's like he's got his paints and he's creating the picture he wants. So I feel like the message here is like, you're responsible. You created this situation, you can change it, you can create something new for yourself. Just believe that you can do that, okay? And I guess he's talking about creating peace and blessings. So I feel like, again, it's what I was talking about before, about that peace. That's a message that he keeps bringing through for you, is focusing on that peace, okay? Focusing on the peace. I keep saying it, but I keep hearing it, so I'm merely the translator. Make a commitment. Okay, so Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. Okay, that's getting more information. Asking, don't forget to ask. Prayer will help this situation. Dear God and Archangel Michael, and anyone else to whom you pray, such as Jesus, I ask for your divine intervention and describe the situation. I welcome your help and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle and ask that you send one to me and this situation quickly. Thank you. So with this here and this here, some of you could possibly going through a situation at the moment that may be a bit challenging, and that could be why he's talking about peace and remaining centered. So it's focusing on you and not everything around you, okay? And then finally we've got this message here, which is energy healing work. Thank you for sending healing energy to me and through me for my own blessings and for all those around me. Thank you for connecting me to the loving and high integrity healers and teachers of energy healing modalities. So you have healing frequency, you have a healing aura, and you are a healer, whether you actually do healing work or whether you just emanate a healing frequency, okay? Take what resonates, but I feel that. And sometimes you can attract people that are of a lower vibrational frequency to you because of your energy field. So remaining centered, remaining peaceful in your energy, and really strengthening your aura is really going to help you in moving forwards, okay? Because it won't affect you, okay? It won't pierce through. So I just want to say, finally, a recap. You are moving towards success and growth. For those of you who are wanting union that is coming in, just remember to keep your heart open, okay? Trust in the higher process. Everything's being aligned for you, for your highest good right now, and those around you. Keep centered and keep devoted and committed to your spiritual path, okay? That is the messages that I have for you from Archangel Michael. I wish you all the best in moving forwards. Thank you.